What's going on YouTube? It is 1:30 in the morning on June 5th, 2009. This is my TNA Impact uh, review, as well as some thoughts from WWE Superstars tonight, but the main focus is going to be TNA Impact. Thank you for watching, whether you're watching on Facebook or MySpace, or got the link from my Twitter page. So thank you for watching. But let's get right to business here. Um, Impact overall tonight was so. Uh, it is better than Superstars. I'll put it that way. Um, it's better than WWE in general right now. But anyway, we kick off the show with Kiyoshi and Sheik Abdul Bashir versus Chris Daniels and Suicide. Interesting tag team here. I will say this: the uh, interference. I'm going to refer to this as the interference overload tonight, because my thing with it is that in both WWE and TNA, uh, they there's a lot of interference in matches here a lot lately, and I would really like to see a match to the point to where it is, one a clean finish. There's been a lot of disqualification endings. There's been a lot of interference endings, and it's kind of getting annoying to say the least. But that's one thing that happened in this match. Kiyoshi and Sheik Abdul Bashir pick up the victory with help from Shane Douglas, the Motor City Machine Guns, and Lethal Consequences. Every little bit of that. And that all in itself, that one match alone, was enough to have interference overkill, but anyway, our next match was actually a pretty good match here. It has one of my top favorite teams in TNA, Beer Money Incorporated, taking on the tag team of Chris Sabin and Consequences Creed. So both men were accompanied to the ring by Jay Lethal and Alex Shelley. Beer Money pick up the victory in this match. Good match because, like I said, Beer Money is one of my favorite teams in TNA right now, one of my top favorite teams. And honestly, even though the Motor City Machine Guns kind of have that heel vibe to them, they're another one of my favorite tag teams in TNA right now. So good match here. We've seen kind of a miscommunication type thing between Consequences Creed and Chris Sabin in the match, which is what cost them the victory. But anyway, we're going to see how that plays out into the X Division King of the Mountain match at Slammiversary. So I'm going to try to steer away from the segments as much as possible. But a interview with the Main Event Mafia sees the ending where Sting basically, says, calm down, we're going to do it my way. So, which also next week, and I guess it's the final King of the Mountain qualifier match, we're going to have Sting versus Kurt Angle. And that should be interesting. That should be a good match, possibly. So, but, the main thing to take away from that is there's still that tension between Kurt Angle and Sting. Daphne versus Taylor Wilde. I wish this would have had more TV time to, get the wrestling out and all that. And once again, we've seen somewhat of an interference by Dr. Stevie here in this match. And like I said, interference overkill, just let somebody get the match, the victory, clean win over somebody. But Daphne picks up the victory over Taylor Wilde, somewhat to the extent of Dr. Stevie, and as always, I'm big on the TNA knockouts. They're great wrestlers and need to give them more TV time and more time to have a match, and an even better match, an impressive match, and and once again, do not interference. No. Anyway, next thing it's kind of a long segment, but we may be seeing something come out of this later on down the future. Jeff Jarrett and Eric Young segment sees it in with a brawl. Eric Young has some strong words. Great promo here. It's a very strong promo by Eric Young here, and he did say some things which kind of shocked me as far as some of the topics, and but I guess Jeff Jarrett was okay with it. So, but I mean, really strong heel promo by Eric Young. I'm looking forward to seeing what Eric Young they have in store for Eric Young here, because Eric Young, he's a great talent there in TNA, and once again, these younger guys need to be pushed. So. Next match, another young, great talent, in my opinion, even though he's a heel right now. Matt Morgan taking on Jesse Neal. I forget what rank he was in the Navy, I believe. But Jesse Neal with Rhino. Matt Morgan picks up the victory with his blueprint boot thing. But I mean, once again, another great talent here, Matt Morgan. Jesse Neal, it's going to take some time for me to get used to him. But as of right now, for a debut match, kudos to Jesse Neal. I'm looking forward to seeing maybe what else he has in store. Just do something about the hairdo. It kind of creeps me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. And then we end the show with the King of Mountain qualifier, Lethal Lockdown Rules, Samoa Joe versus Kevin Nash. Ending kind of abruptly with Samoa Joe hitting Nash with a hockey stick, and next thing you know, Nash was knocked out. I didn't really see him get hit in the head with it, which kind of threw me off. But anyway, Samoa Joe qualifies for King of the Mountain next week. He's going to be in a Nation of Violence First Blood match, I believe is what it was called. Regardless of the Nation of Violence part, it's going to be a first blood match between him and Scott Steiner to start with. If he busts Scott Steiner open, then it will be him versus Booker T. Same thing. So yeah. And then as far as superstars go, I was really looking forward to the David Hart Smith versus Tommy Dreamer match. Strong match for superstars, and like I said, I'm expecting great things out of the Hart Dynasty. And also, once again, they're apparently pushing Goldust and Hornswoggle as a legitimate tag team, and I'm it's more a comedy tag team than anything, to be honest with you. WWE right now, to me, is kind of at a low point right now. It's kind of a joke. As bad as I hate to say it, it's a joke right now. But anyway, TNA Impact, kudos to you, superstars. Get to work, do something. One good match the entire night. So anyway, that's my review and recap of the show. Match tonight goes to Beer Money Incorporated, Chris Sabin, Consequences Creed, and the segment I would give to Jeff Jarrett and Eric Young. And Eric Young, keep up the good work, sir. And I hopefully these young guys in TNA will be getting a good, proper push that they deserve. Same thing with WWE. They need to do something in general. So anyway, that's my thoughts. I'm going to have a video, question video. Got one from Chewy Niayu, and I think I pronounced that right. Let me know if I did. As well as the Phenom 8809. So hopefully I'll be doing that. I've got within the next few days, I'm going to have 3 videos probably to make. Q&A video, SmackDown review, and maybe if I can push it out, maybe a predictions video. So we'll have to wait and see. Extreme Rules this weekend. So you guys take it easy. Post your thoughts on TNA and Superstars in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching. You guys take it easy and peace out.